Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time zone it is, wherever you're in the world. It is your Lord and Saviour at a slight obscured angle, but we're just going to have to cope with this because this was not planned or expected at all. So I'm sorry for that, but we've got a bent angle for a bent content creator. But enough about that. What is in this box? Well, at the beginning of the month, December 2024, in the year of our Lord Talos, I backed a TTRPG called Make Your Own Slasher by a French company called Pulse. So it's Pulse something or another. I'll put up a logo or something somewhere somehow. And I actually saw this on a Facebook ad of all things, and I wasn't gonna do much about it, but I was talking to my partner about it, and they actually were the one who got me more excited about this. And I showed them one of the cool, unique gimmicks of this is that there are two versions of this book. It's got the exact same with the contents, but the cover's different. One of them's like an 80s inspired horror, one of them is a 90s inspired horror. And they seemed really keen about that, loved that, and they wished that we, because it's a long-distance relationship, that we could sit together and perhaps play it together, and because it's intended as a solo thing, but we cross-reference each other and do our own little thing. In the neurodiverse world, this is called parallel play. And through all of that, I decided I was going to back it, and I was actually going to pay a bit more so I could get both versions of the cover, so they could have one and I could have one. And you can guess in the comments which cover I'm having and which one they're going to have. So, as the title would imply, you would assume that this game here that we're about to unbox allows you to create and play as a slasher, which is true, but that's one very specific mode of play. The main one, however, is that you are actually trying to get away from a slasher in some high school scenario, and obviously this is American high school, so apologies if that doesn't quite marry up to whatever you are in the world. But without that out of the way, let's actually open this box and see what's inside. I would get my special box opening knife for this, but this is one of the sorts where I can just peel off the thing there. And also, as I said, because of the very unintended camera angles, you're going to be seeing a lot of my body. And waist. So apologies for that if that's something you don't like to see, but tough. Some lovely box ASMR for you. Okay, so this had a lot of goodies in it, and it was actually a fair amount of money that they were charging for all the bits and goodies, so if I just open up them flaps, okay, got to peel a bit more off here. This one, however, is rather tight. And I've done a poor job at opening that. Okay, right. So I'm going to slide all of them off the table, off the box onto the table, I should say. And discard that. There. So, what do we have here? Well, we will start with the books in question. A Book to Die For. This is the 80s inspired cover. And this is the 90s inspired one. Just actually do one at a time. So this is the 90s one. Apologies for the glare. Again, whack lighting. It's really the best I can do here. And sort of a similar sort of thing on the back. And this is the 80s inspired one. And the back is completely identical to the 90s one, as is the text, which I will read to you now. Make your own slasher. Will you survive college? Barely. Go beyond the silver screen and become the protagonist of your own horror film in this bloody and interactive adventure. Adapting the formula of the cult game books of the 80s, Make Your Own Slasher places you in the center of Prescott University campus as you're forced to escape the clutches of a faceless killer. In order to survive this night of terror, you must rely on your life points, combat skills, abstinence score, and ability to avoid reckless behavior, all as you seek out a handful of concealed weapons, brackets, knife, machete, axe, and chainsaw, end bracket, which might give you the power you need to defeat this bloodthirsty madman. But it won't be easy, as everywhere you go and every choice you make could bring you about your own gruesome death. Do you have the savvy to be a final girl, or will you find yourself next up on the chopping block? Make Your Own Slasher includes an extra side quest. Collect every deadly item and unlock a new game mode in which you get to play the killer. I have to say that I expected the books to be a bit on the larger size, not as in like to do with a page count, but more like A4 sort of size. Oops. But you know, this is actually quite a nice little size sort of thing. You know, you could have this on your table sort of thing with the character sheets, which I've all just knocked on the floor. Now, I don't remember how many that one pack of this comes with, because remember, I bought double, but these are quite small. So you could photocopy those. Sorry, that can't really focus, so hopefully you can read that. Photocopy those, so if you want to keep playing and more, or adapt it so you can play with your friends, you can do just that. Name of the student, health points, combat points, abstinence points, recklessness, balance, weapon, and healing item. And I will have to stand up for a little bit because my knees are fucked. And that's not just because of my age, but that's a story for another time. So, there are the books, and they're the spines, pretty much the same. Pulse Video, that's the name of the group. One of the stretch goals for this were some bookmarks, and I have to say, these look really fucking cheap. Like, it's essentially just a bit of card, yeah, really just a bit of card. I like it that it's actually nice sized. Like, that's actually a really nice bit of a detail. But from the pictures that they were sharing on the Kickstarter, I got the impression that these were like made out of a sort of plastic, because they had a very unique shine to them. But, you know, it's a nice little slasher focused bookmark. It's actually bigger than the fucking book. So I just bring one of them over again. So I suppose the idea is just open it up and just stab the book, as you do. Yeah, it's nice. Also, if you're a fucking weird content creator, you can have a little prop, as it were, but that would imply you don't actually have actual fucking knives to use. So what are these then? Oh, okay. So this is the map of the campus. Again, I expected that to be much bigger. I expected this to be more A4 size, kinda akin to these coasters. And I love the artwork on these, but you can just push and pop one of those out. Obviously you've got Leatherface, you've got Art the Clown, and some other ones. Obviously My Bloody Valentine at the bottom there, which I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen that or the remake or the original. It's on my to-do list. My partner's seen the remake. I haven't seen either. So we're going to watch both of them together somehow, somewhen. There's quite a few different designs here. So there's two there, which is one part of them. And then there's some more, which look like those. You've got Jason, got Chucky, got Michael Myers. Sorry, what's his face from Scream? Freddy Krueger. I don't know who that one is. I'm getting Jeepers Creepers vibes with that one. I don't know, and I don't really care because I think it's the director who's a bit of an arsehole in the sexual way. And then we have a lot of dice. No, we don't. We have two lots of dice. So, one standard D6, which again I thought was a bit disappointing because, again, pictures and whatnot showed there were multiple sets of dice, but it's a very simple, without taking out the bag, just a white D6 with some blood splatters on it. There's a load of these badges. Without getting them all out, I think I'll just describe them to you. I also actually put a picture up so you can see as I'm reading along. All I want for Christmas is blood. Mood. Dead is the new sexy. And then there are two of these, which have similar sort of meme-y sort of qualities to them. One of these badges has got Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Another one's got What's His Face from Scream. And then we got the text that reads, I'm a psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Sorry. I'm the final girl. I heart the way you die. And horror high. So there you have it. Some nice little goodies, which kind of, I have to say, were a tad underwhelming. or like whether it's to do with the quality or the amount of them. But don't get me wrong, I'm very excited to have this because I think it's pretty neat, having now been convinced otherwise. I just would have hoped that the quality of the actual items were just a bit more up to par. Or perhaps I've been spoiled with my particular tastes and whatnot. Yeah, I'm rather happy to have these. And it'll be nice for me to wrap some of these up for my partner. I have to find out how many of the adventure sheets or character sheets there are, divide that by 2 and they get half. So basically, as I forgot to mention, their half of this is a Christmas present, which will be kind of late. We'll be next to each other, but you know, it's the thought that counts. And I just want to make them happy, as any good partner would do. And I just noticed on the 90s variant, I don't know how well this is going to show up in the camera, you can just about see it, there's like the reflection of some poor girl there who's going to have their fucking heart ripped out. Literally. So yeah, I will leave a link to the Kickstarter in the description below to see if that's your sort of cup of tea. I'm also going to put a link to the website there as well, because I believe you can go and pre-order this on their website now. I don't know, it's in French, but I don't know if the English versions will be put up there, or whether they're going to have some sort of system so you could like pre-order this and play this yourselves, because I think that would be a bit weird if that's not the case. But you know, if I can find it, I'll leave it in the description below. If not, you can reach out to them and see what happens. So I am excited to like start playing this, and you'll probably hear more about me, probably in the form of that like parallel play thing with my partner, so sometime in the new year, 2025. So yeah, why don't you tell me about this? Like, has this got you intrigued to do some sort of choose your own adventure sort of slasher thing? Because that's like the main focus of this. I haven't actually mentioned that yet, have I? It's kind of a style of a choose your own adventure sort of thing. But I'm sure there are ways of bending this so you can use it with other people as well. Yeah, it's a little different to what I usually do. I haven't done a fucking choose your adventure book for years. But hopefully this will bring me lots of fun. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Are you going to go out and purchase or pre-order this now? Or were you one of its backers? Do you have your copy yet? And I noticed on the website that the French cover for this is actually, both of these, is actually a lot different. How does it compare? Is the quality better? Is it bigger? Smaller? Let me know all your thoughts in the description below. And you can also tell me what horror films you're going to be watching over Christmas. I'm going to be watching the original and the remake of Black Christmas on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I'm going to be watching the original on Christmas Eve and then the remake on Christmas Day. Now, I believe the remake is fucking awful and shameful to what the original was going to do. So no spoilers, please, because I haven't seen them yet. But yeah, just I was trying to find something Christmassy to watch, something horror related to watch on Christmas. So there you go. Let me know all things slasher and horror related in the description below, and any other horror TTRPG related things that you're getting up to. So like, share and subscribe to any and all that love what I do, and I'll see you on the next upload whenever that may well be for you. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and until next time, farewell. Oh fuck!